Well, top of the morning to you guys. Hope all is going well. Today, we're going to be doing a few things at the house. So, if you guys are just now tuning in, this is your first time watching the videos, we are currently living the American dream. And we want to show you guys that it is still possible. Me and my wife both run small businesses. We're building a family, we're loving God, and we're living life. So with all that being said, I have not done a house update in a very long time. We're going to walk you guys through a little bit what's happened over probably the last 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. I really can't remember the last time we gave you guys an update. So if you've never seen the house, here's the house. We have got shingles delivered. Did a good little cleanup over here in this area. Still got a little bit to do. I really need to get a magnet and pick up all the screws and nails and stuff. Hey, we have electrical now. Electrical's been ran, HVAC has been put in, and we are moving and grooving. Just a little house walk through to show you guys something. If you guys are a blue-collared worker like I am, your clothes get nasty and greasy, and I ruin my wife's clothes all the time. She doesn't want me doing it anymore, so we put a washer dryer out in the garage to wash my nasty clothes, and she can wash her pretty amazing clothes inside and not get grease on them. We're gonna be doing some house cleaning and housekeeping items around the property. All in all, we are moving and grooving. All of our HVAC's in, electrical's in, added plugs everywhere. Put an extra plug up top here. I put plug inside of our closet because right here we're going to have a shelf for all of our security cameras and things. Let's go upstairs. This is our upstairs loft area. It's kind of cool. I think I shared with y'all in one of the last videos. Being able to see all of this prior to putting drywall up is going to be really helpful. Knowing that there's a giant bunch of air duct work on the other side of this wall when we're hanging things and doing stuff like that, it's going to be really, really crucial. Because God forbid I run a screw through there and then all of a sudden we're just air conditioning our attic. So this is our upstairs loft area. This window back here, this dormer hallway leads back to the back of the property. We have a beautiful 3 acres here. Can't decide if I'm going to keep this tree or not. I lit up a pretty rad fire about a year ago when I cleared the property, and the bark on the tree is just peeling off on the side that I had the fire. You can see there's no leaves on that whole side. The fire was down there. Whoopsies. One thing I told the electricians, I said, I do not want to ever be searching for outlets. So we've got soffit outlets in the front of the house, in the back of the house. We have an outlet that is up in our entryway, because if we ever wanted to do any type of lighting for our little cross beam that we're going to be doing up here, we put a plug up here just in case we want to run some lights to something here eventually. We put plugs in everywhere. And honestly, it was well worth the money. I think it added an extra $1,000 or $1,500 to our bill to go and do everything that we needed to do, or that we wanted to do, really. This is Jordan. Say what it do, Jay.
What it do?
Jordan is one of the foster boys that I mentor, and he's been helping out a ton with the house. We used to get you all the time, and then we moved to where we didn't have a bedroom, and so I couldn't keep him overnight anymore, because you have to have a designated bedroom for anyone who is staying with you that's in the system. Sadly, not been able to keep him, but we've still been grabbing him on weekends, and so that's been a very cool thing to still, you know, get to do. And we've got a lot to do. We could probably spend a week straight out here and still not get everything done. So one thing that we really need to do is we need to go get the generator out of the back of my other truck, and we need to bring it over here, hook it up to the well, and let the well run and pressurize the whole house, because we have not done a pressure test on the inside of the house since they did the rough end for all the plumbing on the inside. We're gonna do that. We're gonna be cleaning up some block, driving the skid steer. Although I'm kind of blowed, I was supposed to buy this chunk of property from these people here, and they just called me this morning and said they decided not to sell it to me. So that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. We had everything worked out, signed paperwork. Right as I was about to give them the money, they said, hey, we're not going to do that anymore. They said, our guy that we're mortgaging the property through said that if we do that, we'll lose the property. So the whole reason I wanted that corner of the property, because getting a trailer in and out of here is going to be a little harder with that tight turn. God's plan, right? Let's get this water hooked up real quick. I had my electrician's wire up, 240 plug on the end of this thing. So we're going to crank her up and go ahead and pressurize the house. All right, let's see if we got any water pressure. I think that's a yes. One of the things that the plumbers forgot to do was put our pot filler in over here. This is where our hood range and stuff's gonna go. Our stove will be down here. We're supposed to have a pot filler right here. That way JC don't have to walk over to the sink to fill the pots up. So gonna make sure they put that in for drywall. Hopefully next week we will have framing inspection. Doing spray foam installation. Got to kind of drop some of these ceilings in here. So let's get to it. To be honest, I forgot about this table. It's been sitting under this tarp for about a month now, not being used at all. We need to take it down. So that way when drywall guys and all them get here, they don't have to be working around the table and all that stuff when they're bringing drywall in the house. These electricians, they drilled through everything and all their shavings are still here. I would really love to be an electrician, make a giant mess and then be able to leave it. Come on, dream job. Well, that kind of hurt. That don't feel too good. Okay, well, the table has been cleared, garage has been swept. All we need is a giant dustpan. I have a really expensive dustpan, something that can hold all of this. It's an $85,000 dustpan. It's right there. We're gonna bring the giant dustpan up and sweep everything into it. It was a great investment. It makes sweeping go a whole lot faster. You can get all your stuff at one time. Okay, so we swept out the garage. And then as I was trying to sweep out in here, it was just not working. All the shavings right up and along, all the framed walls. And so I had my bright idea. Bryce, use your blower. Efficiency is key. I don't know how efficient this is, but definitely blowing dust everywhere. But at least we're getting it done. Pretty sure we're getting it done a lot faster than I would if we were sweeping. Well guys, it did good getting all the big stuff out, but kind of looks like we started a fire in here, how foggy it is. All the dust in the air. So that means next time I'm in here sweeping, I can just, whoa, I have bad allergies, I should not have done that. That means next time we're in here sweeping, it'll just be like a light layer of dust. It won't be all the thick stuff. We got all the thick stuff out of the walls. I made sure that I went upstairs and blew off all of that up there before I came back down here and started blowing again. That way I didn't have to work myself twice. One thing that I did notice just now was when we hired the framers to do everything, they did not use screws for the stairs. All the tops of the stairs and stuff, they are just nailed in, and even now they are a little bit squeaky. Even though there's liquid nail on them. I do not want that to happen. So I am going to run screws into everything. Because I'm not about to have a squeaky floor, especially as soon as we move in. Alright, so while Jordan's finishing that stairwell, I have been out here with our giant dustpan doing what's considered a block clean that has not been done yet, but I just have not got around to it. I've been so dang busy. It was desperately needing to be done. A few things before we close on the house that I know I'm going to have to do. Obviously, I need to do a final grade. I'm guessing that's going to take about 3 or 4 loads of fill dirt. I'm going to do sand. I still need to do a final grade. I'm going to wait until we get to the very end to do that. And I took a couple trees out here. You can see this giant hole here, and I've got one over there as well. I need to take this pine tree out and that laurel oak out, or water oak, whatever it is. I'm also going to take these 3 right here out. Those jokers are dead. Quite honestly, I'm surprised that they have not fallen on the house. This one I could literally see straight down into the middle of it. So it's dangerous about Florida. These trees get rotted out in the middle. That's supposed to be solid wood, and it's not. So I've got a lot of firewood to cut, a lot of trees to take down, a lot of root balls to get up. I got to take these trees down because the drain field is supposed to be going over here. We'll see. We're definitely not going to get to that today. I'm going to have a lift to take these down. Just kind of showing you guys what we need to do. So that way, if y'all are building your house, you can kind of know what needs to be done as well. Please don't wait as long as I did to do a block clean, because then it's just a mess. Like everything on the backside here looks okay now. I've still got to do some grade work, but everything looked like this around the corner here. Look like this, just a mess. So I got to pull all this rebar off the ground. I got to move this pile of trees behind me. Oh, oof. I almost just broke my ankle. Oh, 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 oh. So, yeah, still a lot to do. Still need to find a few, probably 3 days before we close on this thing and start wrapping up to get out here and get this stuff done. Our goal is beginning of March. We were hoping end of February, but we had someone that we knew estimate our windows and doors for install, and yeah, they kind of deserted us right in the middle of it. Kind of sucked. They were actually supposed to be installing yesterday, and they called on Thursday afternoon, said, hey, just so you know, we're not going to be able to do those doors and windows. What the crap? It is what it is. So we're going to keep on chugging, keep on cleaning. Look how much better it looks back here. Oh my goodness, look at this. Nice and even, raked. The giant pile of block is gone. We still got some cleanup to do in that corner, but all in all, doing pretty good here. I got all this area over here cleaned up for the septic guys. The back of the house is raked out. This side over here looks really good. So everything is looking much better. Typically you do a block clean right after all the block goes up, but I didn't do that. And then the framers, when they came to put the tarps on the roof, and there was a bunch of nails everywhere from us and the framers and all that stuff. So it was just better. I'm sure some of you guys were wondering, why the heck are you just scooping the entire top layer off instead of just raking it out? It gives me more peace of mind to know that I got everything off the top layer of dirt. So all the nails, screws, and everything, I'm not worried about it anymore. They're all picked up. And because we have 3 acres, I just put it on the other side of the property where you can't really see it. So eventually I'll move it, yes, but for right now, that's gonna be the best place to put it. So very excited with what we got done today. Jordan was slamming out them stairs Got all the stairs put up. He said they're not the best, but as long as he's learning, that's okay. I don't mind. I think it looks great. What'd you say?
Every 5 seconds I had to stop because it wasn't going into the
Yeah, he was having some trouble lining some of these holes up.
And whoever did the work for me, you never did hire them again.
Like this was too far off of the center stud here, so we're gonna have to get that.
That's the first one I did.
Yeah,
That's
so,
the first one.
but one thing I can tell a huge difference in already, I hear no creaking on the way up. So we've got a few more areas in here that we need to screw down. Honestly, once we get done with that, we are ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we got roofers coming at the end of this week. We're hoping to get the framing inspection. I don't know when the window supplying company is going to get us the windows and install. But as soon as we do that, I know that the exterior doors are not going to be here in time for a framing inspection. So one thing that you can do is you can screw a couple pieces of OSB to the front to close everything in for your framing inspection. So that typically takes care of it to where you can get your inspection done anyway. So that's probably what we're going to have to do, sadly. We're rocking and rolling, got everything cleaned up. Man, I feel so much better having everything done like this now. So very exciting. We're thirsty, we're tired, we're hot. So we're gonna go ahead and head on back to the hizzy. So I have no idea when I'll pick you guys up again, because JC and Paisley, you know what? Let's send it to them real quick and see how they're doing.
Good morning, friends. Paisley and I are on our way to our Momco group. If you don't know what Momco is, it's kind of like MOPS, like moms of preschoolers. But Momco is for all moms. Moms of newborns, preschoolers, middle schoolers, high schoolers. And then they have these people called mentor moms, and they're just ladies that are further along in life than us new moms are. Be every other Wednesday. They help us with whatever we're going through, give us some mom advice, and they're just there for us. So Paisley and I go to this every other week. Also cool because Paisley gets a chance to hang out with other kids, and she doesn't get to do that often because we only have one child. So, but yeah, so we're gonna go to that. So we will catch you guys after Momco.
Hey girl, you want to go play with your friends? You want to go play with your friends? Let's go!
One of my favorite parts of Momco is that they provide breakfast for you, and I love a meal that I don't have to cook. Then we always do some kind of game or craft, and childcare is always provided so us moms can enjoy. Paisley usually cries when I take her into the kid care, but let's go see how she did today. All right, guys, let's go get Paisley. We'll see what she's doing in here. Paisley. Okay, guys, they said that she did so good. She didn't cry the whole time. That's good, because she used to cry the whole time. But yeah.
Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy girl? Oh, sleepy.
This is at like the worst time for Paisley because she like wakes up and then eats breakfast and then wants to go back to sleep, and then we'll sleep until 11. Anyways, Momco was good. I love having friends that are in the same season of life as me. Cool to just see how they parent and any advice that they have. We are now going home to take a nap because I'm tired. Paisley's tired. Just kidding. I probably can't take a nap because I got a lot to do. Paisley's definitely gonna take a nap, hopefully. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Keep living the dream.